Hello, everyone. I'm Cymatics, and if you're new here, I I do I play video games. That's what I do, and I play typically horror games and things like that. It's very funny sometimes, but other times not so much. Um, I'm planning on for if you do stick around. I'm planning on potentially, branching out and stuff like that. Adding more to the channel and things like just all together. But for right now, and I know I've said this on the channel a lot, just a lot, but officially, if you've been on the channel and you haven't heard it already and, you know, you don't know, of course, thank you so much. This is this is an amazing experience. And I love the fact that I'm actually able to make it. Like, man, it's been a lot. It's just been a lot. And within the span of less than a year, we're already here. It's crazy. Like just under 800 subscribers. I know I'm dating the video just a little bit, but just under 800. That's crazy, man. That's more than one subscriber a day, man. That's weird. And I have you to thank for that. And I know not a lot of you actually watch my videos. I know that. But those of you who do, like, you've seen a lot of what I've gone through, a lot of the changes on the channel and things like that, progression that's been made, regression that's been made, and you've been there, and just man, I hope we're going in the right direction. I really do. I hope that it's. I hope that I'm getting better. Cause I don't know. It's hard for me to gauge it. I've been sitting here, listening to my own voice, watching my own stuff the entire time, and it's hard to get a fresh perspective on it when I've always been doing that. Yeah. Um, but again, thank you just so much. I wanted to also make this episode to explain a couple of things. Firstly, of course, I'm still the same person that has been on the channel for the entire time. I know this part of my face is quite different. Uh, there's actually a reason for that. And possibly a second reason, but yeah. I wanted to let you know some stuff. So you might have noticed on my channel, as of recently, I've been playing a lot of Demonologists and Labyrinthine. And, like, I love the games. It's great. And I wouldn't be making videos on it if I didn't like it to some extent. But it's more than usual. And the reasoning for that is because I've been oddly busy outside of YouTube. Um, just like a couple of things, and they added up, and I didn't realize how busy I was gonna be through that entire time. Like, I still managed to make a video every day, get that out there, besides the one day where I actually was like 4 minutes late, but that's fine. Um, yeah. A friend of mine, he got an opportunity to do something that he's wanted to do for a long time. And, like, as his friend and as a couple of his other friends, we wanted to plan something as like a little send off because he's going to be away for a while. So we planned some things, and there were two main events. One being, of course, like an amusement park because of course they're amusing, they're fun sometimes, and the other being, like a trip to the Renaissance Festival because that seemed like a good idea. I, yeah, it seemed fun, and unfortunately, those had to be uh, moved back for reasons, family reasons, of course. They had to be moved back, and like, yeah, and things happened in between, of course, that I'd rather not talk about, but of course. Then we got to the day where we went to the amusement park because we scheduled that one first, and it was really fun. I got to do a lot of things with my friend, and just typical things, right? And shortly thereafter, he had to move out to, of course. And then basically, like 2 days later, we went to the Renaissance Festival. And, like, it was really cool. But I wanted to go in costume. And I dressed in costume, and of course, the character I dressed as didn't have a beard or a mustache. So that's where that went. Yeah. Um, it was really hot. Like I had an eyepiece on, made things really difficult. It was very windy. Hair doesn't really do well with eyes and the wind, of course. Um, we stayed there for a while, and it was again just amazing. I'm glad I got the opportunity to go. Um, then a few days later, uh, grandparents decided to come and visit. This is relating to the reason why we had to postpone the other thing in the first place. And they came over, and they didn't stay for very long, but like it's just weird. It was good to see them, and yeah, it's just hard to explain. Then, um, a couple of my college buds came back to town, and I wanted to hang out with them too. Unfortunately, only one of them was able to make it, but even still, I got to reconnect, and it was really cool. And yeah, it was just it seemed easy. Um, yeah, man. I don't know where this channel is going. I made it, and of course I've been playing a lot of horror games, as you've seen, of course. But I don't think I want to stick to that. I want to branch. And I know I said that earlier in the video, but I think I need to emphasize that, I guess. Like, I've always been big into music and storytelling and things like that. Always. And I want to start doing a little bit of that on my channel. I don't know when that's going to start. But, of course, you know, like, I want it to happen, at least eventually. And, yeah. Just, wow. Just a lot of stuff. And you know, like, I don't know. So I did, of course, shave my facial hair off, you know. I've also been thinking about potentially, you know, cutting this, of course, at least to be shorter. The second reason that I wanted to, you know, shave my face, of course, is kind of like a metaphor for just a clean slate. I had that for a while, and you know it's seen a lot, of course. Um, but it was also carrying stuff with it, and I needed to kind of move on from it. So that's the other reason. And of course, I am thinking of shaving my hair, but you know, I'm probably not for a while. Maybe for a milestone. Maybe for a milestone, like 1,000 subscribers, maybe. Yeah, maybe 1,000 subscribers. I'll cut the hair or something. Maybe. Um, yeah. That sounds like a plan. Just thank you, everyone, so much for the time that you've given me, for the chance that you've given me. Because, man, I wanted to do this for so long. And maybe in the future of the channel, we might be able to get a team. I'm currently doing this by myself. Everything from creation of the video to recording to making the thumbnail to making the titles, the descriptions, everything. I've been doing all of it by myself. And hi cat. Hello. Hey cat. Of course, I do have a cat. She wants a lot of attention right now. Even before I started recording, it made it a little difficult to actually, you know, start things up. Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna be petting the cat with, you know, one of my hands while I do nothing with the other one. But you know, like I've been doing this by myself. And you know, like it is very time consuming. Recording videos, typically I like getting at least an hour's worth of footage, you know, just to have, and then edit that down. And then, you know, editing the video, of course, like that can take anywhere from like 2 hours to 3 hours. Or, sorry, that can take anywhere between like 1 to 3 hours. And, you know, like depending on the amount of footage that I want to fit into one video. And then the next part is just exporting the video, you know, and that can take like 10 minutes. Then uploading the video, that if it's just a 20-minute video, that from my computer, that takes like an hour and a half just for standard edition. And for HD, it can take up to like 2 hours, maybe even more. Thumbnail creation varies wildly depending on the day. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes I find some new tool that I want to use and it takes 30 minutes. Of course, right? And maybe that's not even that long to spend on a thumbnail. I don't know. I'm very new to this, of course. Descriptions, titles I have to come up with before I can even export. And descriptions. Okay, you're not being helpful. No. Oh wait. Descriptions, like, take it or leave it. That's just how it is. But anyway, this is a very long-winded way of me saying, potentially down the line, I might end up getting a team. And I don't know how long down the line. And the reason I'm thinking that it even might be possible is, like, I thought this being here with you guys was a pipe dream. I thought that it would never happen and that I'd never get this far. Of course, we're here now with just under 800 subscribers. That's insane. That's crazy. And since I never even imagined I'd get this far this fast, like, maybe having a team down the line, even though it's like it would be way down the line, doesn't sound that impossible anymore. Because, you know, I'm getting somewhere. Of course. I'm still toying around with format for the channel, of course. Toying around with formats. I like the one video a day, then a short before I go to sleep. I like that. It's been going really well. But I've also been thinking about, as I was talking about earlier, fitting some other things into other days, um, right? And I don't know. Maybe I can do more videos like this if you really want them. Um, I don't know. It's just wild, man. So again, thank you, everyone, so much for this opportunity. Um, I want to grow this channel more than anything. This is my community. I love this. I want to do this for a long time. Um, and if you want to help me with that, um, please do. Um, Share the channel with people that you want to see it. Um, Stuff like that. I'll try to get better. And I'll try to improve as much as possible. But, it's a process. So thank you. And if you made it this far, just thanks for watching. And I'll be back with some more episodes and more updates, of course. So thank you and goodbye.